Serge, Boogie.
Rain is dropping from above, subjects scattering for sanctum. Masses fear the real essential, so they hold that shit for ransom. Catatonic traits embedded in the sonic distribution. Mind pollution dissipates, equations demonstrate solutions. Phallic symbols causing tremors in the subconscious, while textures gratify the eye by pulling punches. Tell me what your hunch is as I torture Gorsha veg for mental punches. In regards to chump to touch upon injustice, could you ever trust us? Mental paralysis, cerebral calluses. Righteous opportunists second guess the sliding palaces. Envision vicious cycles. The trials and tribulations, chemicals affect cognition, radiation brings mutations. You still embrace the blatant disrespect for the unknown with that pseudo-wise persona, hoping someone chokes the bone. Broke the dome, but kid, I'm grown, your whole facade just broke. You ought to analyze the source before you soak. I'll bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain. I bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain. Surfing the sound waves, different frequencies possessing potency. Mathematical equations will predict organic tendency. The chemistry is live, essentially electric. Excretion of a toxin is the body's healing method. Simply elements in motion with cognition as the compass. Standing up against the forces of polarity is toughest. Check the drunkest arsonist. Find artistic capability, self-inflicted comatose. No time for clinical facilities. Virility is nullified. Lobotomies are bottled up. Aggression full throttle. Cattle fuddle in a huddle. I rap what I emote till it's a bundle of joy. Then protected from external stimuli and will destroy mental miser as my word is being born beside the tracks. Hip to hop in a train of thought, sparking the wick to melt the wax. The complex overwhelmed, so you cram it into simple, leaving parts you deem unnecessary floating in the breeze. You stigmatize and categorize those who fantasize. That whole approach attracts flies and may just lead to our demise.
Rainstorm.
I'll bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain. I'll bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain. Motherfuckers that compute tear reacts to boot air, crawling caterpillar crushed by unassuming kid who doesn't care. Immaculate conception, a sudden expiration, meditation, post-consumption leads to silent flagellation. Heads are John chapter 8, verse 12, and selling tabs of heaven and schizophrenic like some masculine, gelling like a felon, condescending like a vending machine. Cause if you tip it on yourself, it'll make you cough up your spleen. I had a dream in which earthlings became Mercurians. The sky had many moons, a comet left the earth in ruins. So how warm does it get during the summer season? Teething is believing, kicking buckets after season. Invest in farm equipment while the stock is still alive. A such perception of perfection, will the human race survive equals X. Suppression of libido, gripping sex. Instead of coming to grips with needs, we fuck with unfulfilling sex. Imperfections of the flesh, dogs fester. Television exploitation and confusion plays a gesture. We ain't kings with royal pains, trying to cover up the stain. Feeling shame for being lame instead of soaking up the rain.
Rainstorm.
I'll bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain. I'll bet you find yourself under established definitions, soaking up the television set perceptions of the world while I was playing solitaire. Ready to rip out all my hair, you were shed like a serpent backstage behind the velvet curtain.